Okay, so I'm a teacher, public sector worker, like a lot of people, and I'm just on my way to work now, bothering to haul my ass out of bed since 2003, like a lot of us, every single morning at goodness knows what time, so that I can go to work and help the wider public, help people in the jobs that I do working in schools. I'm now a teacher, as I say, but I have worked in the public sector for many years, and as such, I've been working on a pay freeze since about 2008. Granted, originally set by the previous Labour administration after the credit crunch and the stock market crash and everything else, and fair enough. However, since 2010, the current government has been enforcing that pay freeze, and not only enforcing that pay freeze on public sector wages, but also taking money out of schools, taking money out of the NHS, selling them down the river to private companies. It's not really the sort of thing that I personally agree with, and there are many arguments for or against. Today, you're going to have to make a political decision. Now, austerity, the decision to actually give me a pay freeze, the decision to actually take money out of schools, is a political decision. And everybody who is registered to vote can make a political decision today, and they can vote either for austerity by voting for the Conservative government, or they can vote against it. So if you're a public sector worker and you're sitting there and you're thinking of voting for the Tories, or I would just recommend that you vote for the party that wants to actually change the narrative from austerity, put funding back into public services, and possibly readdress the balance, or rather the imbalance, of the public sector pay freeze. To give you an example of how it affects you day to day, if you have been subject to a pay freeze, which, to be honest, every single person that works in the public sector has since 2010, when the coalition government got in 2013, so 5 years ago, the average basket of shopping, or the average weekly shop, is about £42, and today it's about 53 quid. So that's an increase of about £10 a week. And yet my wages, year on year, have been subject to a pay freeze, have only gone up by 1%. Now, this is a massive imbalance to the amount of actual inflation that's been going up, and I know that inflation rates that are set by the Bank of England have been way lower than that. However, the actual realistic price of the shopping that you pay for to live has gone up and up. So make a decent political choice today, please, and don't vote for the Tories. Don't vote for austerity. Don't vote for privatising public services. Vote for change, and vote for more money for public services. Don't vote Tory.